it's 5 to 7 minutes. For icebreaker, it should be like 4 until 6, right? We will have icebreaker for today, which is from Toastmaster Agung, supposedly, and he will deliver like 4 until 6 minute speech, and then for the other prepared speech will be 5 until 7 minutes. And then we will have ballot counter, which will be led by Toastmaster Akara. In the end of the session, he will share supposedly a link, or maybe he will ask you to send your to cast your vote to him. And then in the end, all of these role takers will deliver their observation, and then will let us know about the result of the evaluation. So I think, oh, and me myself as the GE, I will deliver my general evaluation about the meeting in general. So I think that's all about all of the roles that we have in our meeting. And back to you, Toastmaster Yanta.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Dita, who has explained to us all of our role taker in general evaluator for this meeting. And let's move on to the next agenda, which will be prepare speech. And then I want to call the evaluator for the first speech by Toastmaster Iren, who will be evaluated by I'm sorry.
By me. Toastmasters
yeah. By Toastmaster Adina. Toastmaster Adina, please introduce your speakers for this meeting. The screen is yours, Toastmaster Adina.
Thank you, Toastmasters of the meeting, Toastmaster Yanta. Good evening, everyone. Hi, I am Toastmasters Adina from Kota Kinabalu Advanced Toastmasters Club. So this evening, I have the privilege to evaluate the Club President of Ministry of Finance of Indonesia delivering her speech project on understanding your leadership style. And the purpose of this project is for President Irene to identify her primary leadership style or styles. And President Irene needs to share some aspect of her primary leadership style or discuss leadership styles in general. She has 5 to 7 minutes. I am really looking forward. All the best, Toastmaster President Irene. And the title of her speech is The Art of Leadership. Over to you.
You can check the video. Thank you, Toastmaster Adina, to check my video, and I audible. Okay. Am I visible to everyone in online?
Yes, you are.
Thank you. You want to give the speech panel? Oh wait, sorry. Okay. Leadership, words that often recur every day in our life. In our office, maybe some of you that currently working may have attended a workshops, webinars that taught you how to be a great leader. Not only in your office, even in our family, when we gather with our big family, sometimes your family, your mother maybe say to you, you will be a great leader to your family. You have to be a great leader for your own little family. And maybe in Toastmasters even. The motto itself, where leaders are met. So we heard about leaders many times. Even when you go to MRT or maybe when you go on the road, you usually see Toastmasters say leaders, a great leaders, and everything else about leaders. And one more, even when we were a baby, when we first time came to this world, our parents maybe say to us as a little baby, you will be a great leader in the future. You will be a great leader for this country. Yes, I think that become the words that we heard for the first time when we came into this world. So, what is leadership? What is leadership? Based on the research that I did, actually, leadership cannot be explained as carefully. So, I made a conclusion that leadership is an art. And I call it as the art of leadership. Why? Because, as I've told you before, that leadership is not defined theoretically. So we don't have a theory that tells leadership is to have the authority to take a control. Leadership is about the flexibility. That's why I call it as an art. And here you go. I will tell you the leadership styles. So everyone has a different leadership styles. The screen of the switches. So here you are. The leadership styles. There are many leadership styles that everyone can have because everyone has their own characteristics. You may be creative, you may be coaching leaders. What type of leadership styles you are? Passive, altruistic? Yes, I said before, everyone has their own leadership styles. And me, when I took the class, and when I took the test, I have the research that currently leadership styles and coaching leadership styles. So the flexibility that I told you is about we can adapt the styles that we have based on the community that we live. So maybe you are a bureaucratic style of leadership, but maybe when you live, the person that is really creative and everything else, maybe you cannot took that bureaucratic leadership styles to the community. So leadership is an art means that we have the ability to be flexible, to be adaptable to the style of leadership that we are right now based on the people that we lead. I have a story about the leadership that I have experienced. When I was asked to become the president of Ministry of Finance Toastmasters Club, I was told that I think I cannot be a club president because there are many people that have more experience than me. There are many people that have a good skills in public speaking rather than me. But then, our immediate past president asked me to have a talk with her. She told me about the struggles that she has been through when leading a Ministry of Finance Toastmasters Club, about the issues and about everything. I remember our founder of Ministry of Finance Toastmasters Club ever said to me that become a leader doesn't mean that you have a fully capability. You have a 100% skills in public speaking. Yes, of course, we can have the ability of public speaking skills, but the skills that we have should be aligned with the willingness that we have, so that in my heart, I really want to take this role because I experienced about the goodness in this community. I experienced the improvements of myself. So that's why I want to share the improvements that I have to encourage many people to be the better version of themselves when they join Toastmasters Club. And in here, I want to practice my styles of aspirative and coaching to be a good one. So everyone has their own leadership styles. Just find your own leadership styles so you can have a good method to communicate and get connected with the people that you meet. And it's not just about leadership styles, but the most important thing is the willingness. Even though that you have skills, that you have to have a great willingness. So with all of the burden, you still have heart to go with the community that you need. It's because the great speakers, the great leaders is not because of the skills, the willingness for them to be a better version of themselves. Back again to our Toastmasters Andy.
I think it should be back to the Tom.
Master Anta, you are still muted.
Yes, okay. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, congratulations, Iren. You have delivered your prepared speech. And directly, I will give back the screen to Toastmaster Adina to give the evaluation to Toastmaster Iren directly. Please, Toastmaster Adina, the screen is yours.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Yanta. Congratulations, Irene. You spoke very well. There were two things that I particularly love about your speech today. Number one, you had an attention-grabbing opening. Okay, your vocal variety was superb. It was not monotone. So this is very important when we are standing up there and delivering our speech, not to be monotone, to have that vocal variety. And you also exuded a lot of confidence because you spoke with great clarity. You were because of your speech, you stood up there confidently and you delivered it very well. So that was very good. And secondly, your speech was also very well structured and organized. You even showed us the slide about the 8 styles of leadership. Yeah. So I felt that was really good. And then you explained to us one by one. Then you went into your style of leadership. So that one is also a plus point. Now, I cannot really think of any ways on how you can actually elevate your speech. But I think the only challenge here is for me, because this is hybrid. So you were speaking like at the end of that room, right? So there was a time just now when my colleagues came back, so there was some noise. So I quickly put on my earphones and I was trying to capture what you were saying word for word. So that was the only challenge. Because of the hybrid mode, I couldn't really internalize your speech 100%. But then I could catch some parts of it. And I could see that, when you were standing there at the end of that room, you had very good posture and good vocal variety, and you were confident. So definitely you have passed this speech project. I am very proud of you, and I am so sorry that I have to leave. But well done, Irene. I shall see you at the Mentor this Sunday. Back to you, Toastmasters of the meeting. And thank you for having me. God willing, I will try to join you all again for your next meeting. Bye.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Toastmaster Adina, for your evaluation. And it's an honor for us to having you here. And yeah, we hope you will come to our meeting someday again. and maybe regularly. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster
See you
Adina.
again, Toastmaster Adina.
And your presence.
Okay. We'll move we will move forward our meeting to our second prepared speech, which will be Toastmaster Agung, and he will be evaluated by Toastmaster Mehdi. So I'll give the screen to Toastmaster Mehdi. Please introduce our member who will give his prepared speech in this meeting. Thank you, Toastmaster Mehdi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yanta. Hi, everyone. Good evening. It's so nice to see the house is full and we have full speakers today. And today I'll be very delighted to evaluate one of our members' ice-breaking speech, in which it means that this is his first speech and he will introduce himself and he will understand the basic structure of a speech. So today is Toastmaster Agung's first speech. So everyone, please be kind, be nice, and Toastmaster Agung, take it easy, be calm, okay? Nothing can go wrong today. But before we start, can I ask, is it possible for the microphone to be like, being forward to Toastmaster Agung? Because it's the cable, yeah. They have cable.
Yeah, exactly.
Or I
Wait a
can,
minute, yeah.
you have?
Wait for a moment.
We will
Okay,
try
okay.
once
Or
again
if
to
it's,
improve our audio.
yeah.
quality.
Or if it's impossible, perhaps Toastmaster Agung can stand in behind Toastmaster Baraka, or you know,
Also,
if it's impossible, if the speaker setting it's impossible, I think Toastmaster Agung can come
Can you hear
forward.
us? Is it clear enough? Is it better than before?
Oh, coba, sorry, Mas Agung, can you say something from the podium?
Am I audible?
Yes, nice. I think it's all set. So Toastmaster Agung, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. Toastmaster Agung, never ending learning. Never ending learning. Toastmaster Agung, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vidika. Good evening, my fellow Toastmaster and soon-to-be Toastmasters. In the beginning, let me introduce myself. My name is Agung Richardus, and you can call me Agung. At this moment, I'm very happy because I can give you my first icebreaker. Actually, my icebreaker is about my story as a civil servant in Ministry of Finance. I was born in Jakarta, and my parents already retired and previously worked in private sector. Do you know why I mention this? From my background, it's very logical that in my childhood that I never think to work in public sector and will spend my life outside Jakarta. Why I mention this? Because as 20 years when I served as a civil servant in Ministry of Finance, I have moved from one place to another place. How about you? When you still in childhood, have you thinking working as civil servant? Or have you working far away from your hometown? Truly speaking, I'm not like ordinary Ministry of Finance employee that mostly from STAN graduates that have knowledge about state finance. My background is from information system major. After graduating from university, I have a hard time to find permanent job. After get job as a contract employee in multinational bank, I found Ministry of Finance advertisement in newspaper that offer permanent job. Then I consider to apply for that job. Luckily, I become one from 1,000 being accepted from around 60,000 applicants. So my journey began here. Firstly, they appointed me to work at Director General of Budgets. That's very far from my education background. Of course, I must learn new knowledge here about budgeting. And I get my first placement in Pekanbaru. But because of reorganization at that time in the year of 2005, there's a chance of duty from budgeting to treasury. So suddenly I moved to Director General of Treasury at Pekanbaru. I also must learn a new thing because they removed me from budget execution to human resource department. So I must start learn new thing again about human resources. After working in Pekanbaru for almost 5 years, I get stationed to central office in Jakarta that related with state case, where I must learn a new thing about state case management. After learning a new thing there, I get opportunity to pursue my education. I get the scholarship to continue my studies in the public administration in Malang and in Japan in international development studies. And I moved to the bigger city to Tokyo and learn new things there. After graduated, I back to Jakarta, but only for a few months. I get stationed again to Medan, regional office of Treasury that related with decentralization fiscal. That I must learn again a new thing and also learn how to make regional fiscal report. After 4.5 years in Medan, I back to Jakarta, working again in central office, learning new things again about risk management and optimization of cash. After 3 years, I moved to state treasury in Jakarta 5. Not far about only 2 years, I moved again to Jambi. When in Jambi, I get opportunity to work in Directorate General of Risk Management and Fiscal Financing, and I get this opportunity. So here I am working in the JPPR, learning new thing again about loan and grant agreement. My experience teaches me that there's always new things that I must learn related to my knowledge and also adapted with new places and new environment. Since born, I spent my childhood in the capital city with complete facilities. So I feel startled when I have to move to smaller cities such as Jambi. And also I feel amazed when I was to bigger cities such as Tokyo when I continued my master degree. Learning new things not make me know everything. I still have a hole in my capability that still needs improvement. That is public speaking. Luckily, I get information about Toastmasters. Then I think by joining Toastmasters, my public speaking capabilities will improve because I can learn from other members and get feedback from them. I believe that my journey still continues. And my first step to join my Toastmaster because there's a proverb says that a journey of 1,000 miles begin with a single step. Toastmaster is my single step. How about you? Thank you from me. Back to Toastmaster Medina.
Yay, congratulations.
It's back to you, Toastmaster Yanta.
Okay. Wow, congratulations, Toastmaster Agung, for delivering your first icebreaker speech. Yeah. I hope you enjoy your speech and encourage you to give your speech next in the future. And we still have one more prepared speech in our agenda in this meeting. That will be Toastmaster Anja, will be evaluated by distinguished Toastmaster Harlina. Okay. Okay, distinguished Toastmaster Harlina, the screen is yours. Please introduce the member who will deliver a prepared speech in this meeting.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the meeting. And I will be evaluating Toastmaster Martina Senja, who will give the speech project from level 1. It's called Evaluation and Feedback First Speech. So this is the first part of a 3 parts project. I will evaluate her speech, and actually I should talk to her also after the meeting with her to discuss the speech. Then she will redo the speech or give another speech on another occasion, on another Toastmasters meeting, and try to incorporate my feedback. Time given is 5 to 7 minutes, and the title is Miracles of Kindness. Please welcome Toastmaster Martina.
Thank you so much for the introduction, distinguished Toastmaster Harlina. First of all, I want to check, am I audible? Okay, thank you for the confirmation. So, good evening, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests. Today, as Toastmaster Harlina said, I will be delivering my first speech for my fourth project in Level 1. I want to share with you a couple of personal experience that remind us that kindness and unexpected miracles can occur even in moments of grave misfortune. Have you ever had one of those days that you just got bad luck? You're just being clumsy, and then you misplaced your things. This is the story that I want to tell you. Sometimes, a couple months ago, I just bought this real cute golden ring. I wore it to work one day. But in the evening, after my work, I realized that the ring I wore in the first day was not on my fingers anymore. So I didn't know where it fell. I didn't know where I lost it. So I just accepted my fate when I told my husband what happened, expecting him to scold me. But he didn't. Instead, he told me that just let it go. Something better would come along later. But the following day, something miraculous happened. The same ring that I thought was lost forever is placed neatly on top of my work desk. Even talking about this right now still gives me goosebumps because I didn't know who put it there. How do they know if that ring was mine? But one thing I know is that, well, miracle can happen to anyone and anytime. Now let me fast forward to a more recent experience. This just happened a couple days ago, actually. Now it involves my husband. So we were visiting the mall. We're in Indonesia, right? We were riding our motorcycle. When we returned, riding our motorcycle, we were just talking, engrossed in conversation. He put his bag, if you're familiar with the Vario motorcycle, he put his bag in between his legs, below the deck in which you put your feet. Yeah, he put it there. So when we exited the building, we were engrossed in conversation. At some point, he realized that the bag is not there anymore. So we panicked, right? That's the first thing that we We did. We panicked. So we retraced our steps. We go back. We literally go back to our route, going against the traffic flow, breaking the law. I know, but in order for me to find the safe bag, even though the state bike doesn't have anything quote unquote valuable to it because nowadays we live in a cashless society. However, the bag contains many memories and many cards and identifications that we will need. So our frantic search continued inside the mall. We reported to the security we were very thankful that they're very, very helpful, checking diligently in the security footage. But all of the that we tried even until midnight, close to midnight, is to no avail. The bag still with us in the last footage when we exited the Grand Indonesia building. So where was it? We don't know, right? Because when we trace our way back, when we return again, going home, we did not see it anywhere in the road. Mind you, it's still like less than 3 minutes right from the exit of Grand Indonesia. So we kind of accepted our fate that this bag was just lost forever. So the following day, we reluctantly reported this occurrence to the police in order for us to get the correct letter so we could have our identification back. However, fate had other plans. Around 6 p.m. the following day, we received a call from a total stranger who had found my husband's bag, kept it, and then returned it to us. The relief and just the gratitude we felt were indescribable. It was a heartwarming reminder that amidst all the chaos and the drama in the world, there are still good Samaritans out there willing to help and make a difference in the lives of a total stranger. This too experience serves as a testament to the unexpected kindness and miracles that can occur in our lives. Even though we thought that we're not alone, if we're alone, we're not on this journey. That there are compassionate souls out there ready to lend a helping hand when we need it the most. To conclude, let us all remember to cherish and appreciate the goodness in people and the unexpected blessings that comes our way, whether it's the return of a lost possession or a helping hand in the time of needs. This moment of kindness truly make life all the more beautiful and worth living. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster of the meeting.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Anja, and congratulations for delivering your prepared speech in level 1, project 4, the first project of project 4. Congratulations. And now we move to the evaluator of our 2 prepared speech in this meeting. First, I want to give the screen to the Toastmaster maybe to give her evaluation for Toastmaster Agung.
Yeah. Oh, jadi ya?
All right, so thank you Toastmaster Rianta. Actually, the evaluation for both Toastmaster Agung and Toastmaster Anja will take place in the last session, in which it is the evaluation session, based on the agenda that I've shared. So you can continue to the next agenda, which is table topic session.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone. I get confused with the agenda in this meeting. Before the evaluation, we will move first to our table topic session, which will be led by our table topic master. To our table topic master this evening, Toastmaster Aan, the screen is yours.
Thank you very much, Mas Yanta. Hello, everyone. Good evening. So how are you today, guys? Hopefully everyone is always healthy and in a good condition. So my name is Rota Ayun and usually called Bayaan, and today I will lead the table topic session. So our theme of the day is birds of a feather flock together. First of all, may I share my screen? Host, please.
Can you try now,
Can,
Toastmaster Aan?
No, so
Oh.
it is still disabled.
can you try again now? I just allowed the.
Oh, okay. Yes. Thank you, Mas Imam, and also Mas Yanta. So everyone, first of all, don't forget to use our idiom of the day, or IOD, for today, which is drew, thick, and thin, which means under all circumstances, no
Us
matter
or
how
I think it's her.
difficult in the screen session. Anyone? Maybe Toastmaster Sagara, you would like to give a shot to be the first speaker?
Sure, I don't mind.
Okay, thank you very much. So the first question for Toastmaster Sagara is, wow, an interesting one. What qualities do you value most in a friend? Toastmaster Sagara, what qualities do you value most in a friend? You may have the floor, Toastmaster Sagara.
Good evening, everyone. Firstly, I want to say thank you so much for having me back again after so long. It's really, really wonderful to see everyone again. I wish I could see you all in person. And today I'm glad to be able to address this topic. Yeah, what qualities do I value most in a friend? This topic immediately lends itself to our IOD, right? The most thing that I value is actually loyalty, as much as the companionship, the fun, and the wonders that we enjoy doing wild, wonderful, experiential things. Loyalty and someone who will stick by your side through thick and thin. Someone who, no matter what, will be able to support you when you're down, but at the same time, be able to cherish the happy moments with you when you're up. Friends do come and go. I don't know if you've heard this theory that a friend who has been with you for 7 years, that is someone who is your best friend for life, no matter what happens, once you reach that 7-year mark. And I'm glad to say that so far it seems true for me, but hopefully that means in the long term, I can accumulate many, many, many best friends, because I hope to be friends with you as well as with my friends from now and for many years to come. And I hope that our loyalty and my loyalty to you can continue in that same thought through thick and thin. Yeah, and then you can count on me the way that I hope to count on you. Thank you, everyone. It's good to see you again.
Oh my God, we're so glad to see you again, Toastmaster Sagara. Yes, we're so happy having you here as our table topic speaker, and hopefully we can meet again in next week, next 2 weeks, and etc. So thank you very much, Toastmaster Sagara. We do agree that friends do come and go, as you mentioned. Thank you very much, and you may invite one of our soon to be Toastmaster maybe to be the next speaker.
Okay, let me try and see. Before I pick someone out, is there anyone who would like to volunteer? Any soon to be Toastmasters before I pick
Yes.
someone out?
Any soon to be Toastmaster? Please raise your hand, guys.
Is that a hand in the back in the meeting room? I can't see very clearly.
I'm not sure.
Please, please.
Anyone in the offline room? Oh, Toastmaster Baraka. Okay. Okay, so Toastmaster Baraka wants to be the next speaker, and thank you very much, Toastmaster Sagara again. Toastmaster Baraka, we miss you a lot too. We're so happy. We're so happy because you attend our meeting today, especially in the offline room. Yeah, hopefully I can visit the offline room one day. So the question for Toastmaster Baraka, sorry, is how do you define a true and lasting friendship? Toastmaster Baraka, how do you define a true and lasting friendship? Toastmaster Baraka, you may have the floor.
Thank you very much for the questions. For me personally, I really value of friendship. Maybe now, yeah, we know that as we know that the cult like people come and go, and for me personally, I realized that even in this time, I need a new person in my life, and then they got me new experience, new knowledge, and also be a new me because they affect of my personality. But sometimes even we have to accept that everyone go from our life, and it's totally difficult for me and hard because the fact that I will lose a friends that mean to me. So yeah, and after this experience that I passed in my life, I knew that I must to find the person. It's not just it's not just about the person that the friendship, but also like a partner. Maybe I think that the long lasting friendship, it's like just not just your friends, but also your partner, and also the person who will spend time with you for the last, maybe until you die together. And I think I tried my best to find that person, but we must to accept that it's not easy for us, and we must to we must to realize that people come and go, and for me it is a long journey for me personally. Thank you.
Wow, thank you very much. Please, everyone, give a round of applause for Toastmaster Baraka. So, quick question, additional one. So, are you looking for a wife, Toastmaster Baraka? It's like
I looking for a
someone who will
wife.
accompany you for long lasting. Yes?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, thank you very much for the confirmation. So, Toastmaster Baraka,
Holy shit, I'm blushing.
that's a quick question from me.
You blushing so much.
Okay, thank you everyone. And any soon-to-be Toastmaster would like to be the next speaker? Maybe soon-to-be Toastmaster Ratri or soon-to-be Toastmaster Akbar? Soon-to-be Toastmaster Akbar is my friend and also Kadita's friend and maybe Kamedi's friend too, yeah. Are you there, Mas Akbar?
Oh, hi. Am I audible?
Okay, so do you want to try for the next question?
Yeah, maybe. Wait.
Okay, all right. Great. So the next question for soon-to-be Toastmaster Akbar is, soon-to-be Toastmaster Akbar, have you ever had a falling out with a friend? Have you ever had a falling out with a friend? Soon-to-be Toastmaster Akbar, the screen is yours.
Okay. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Akan. So about having a falling out experience with my friends, I think if I had to remember my experience with my closest friends, I think I have several experience falling out with my friends, especially if those friends are actually my closest ones. We had falling out experience in terms of, let's say, I want to make a decision about my life, especially let's say about going to a college maybe, or maybe going to choose someone that I want to spend my time with, and then they will just try to give me some reasons that I do not really understand, and then we will just try to argue with each other with our very own statements and everything. But I was always very happy that I have all kind of friends that actually quite supporting. So all this quarrel, all this discussion, all this debate, they are actually something that kind of form me into someone that I am better at. So let's say we had some difficult times together to express our feelings and to express our emotion, but then after several days, let's say, we had some downtimes, then we will realize that it's actually for the better of us, for me, and also for my friends. So after those hard times together, both of us, or maybe some, let's say I have a small gang in my circle, and then after we have some fallout experience, then we will stick together even stronger, I think. So that's how that's actually, I think, something that really stick us together after all this time, all these years together. Like the previous speaker has mentioned, maybe after 7 years we will become best friends forever. But from my experience, after some maybe like 10 years together, it's actually becoming something stronger than that, like a bond together. So I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Wow, thank you very much, Sentivitas Master Akbar, for sharing a wonderful experience about you and also your friends. That's amazing. And maybe this also happens in our family, even though there are a lot of arguments, we still can be stronger together. So, anyone would like to be the next speaker? Sentivitas Master Yori? Or maybe Sentivitas Master Diana?
I called Suntubitas Master Yori to perform. He's been here for a couple of times and he hasn't delivered a speech yet.
Wow.
Suntubitas Master Yori, reveal yourself, please.
Yes. Sentivitas Master Yori, are you there? Or maybe our guest in the offline room would like to give a shot? Oh, Sentivitas Master Lulu. Okay, Sentivitas Master Lulu, nice to meet you. Welcome to Ministry of Finance's Masters Club. And this is the question for you. Let me share my screen. Wait for a moment. Okay, soon to be Toastmaster Lulu. How do you maintain and nurture long distance friendship? Soon to be Toastmaster Lulu. How do you maintain and nurture long distance friendship? You may have the floor.
Thank you for the time. I'm sorry. Thank you for the question.
Okay.
This is my second time, I think, joining on offline Toastmaster session. And about the question, I think we have some relationship with our friends that happening to go fall out just because life happened like that as we grow up, right? Like from our high school friends or from our childhood friends, and those things are, cannot be dihindari.
Inevitable.
Inevitable, yeah. So how to nurture those relationships? I think for me personally, I used to have like some just chatting and small call. I'm sorry.
It's okay. So you can use bahasa.
To keep in touch.
Yeah.
Just chat for a little, and then the relationship start grow again, and then we get closer again. Having a relationship with a friend is as hard as a romantic relationship, I think, because we have to keep the balance in the relationship. I think that's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow, thank you very much, Toastmaster, soon to be Toastmaster Lulu, and also maybe it can be a tips for us to maintain our long distance relationship, or maybe long distance friendship. I mean, maybe like replying to their Instagram story or maybe WhatsApp story can also maintain the bond. So, Toastmaster Lulu, do you want to invite someone to be the next speaker?
Can I try?
Oh yeah, sure. Kak Imam.
Okay, I will have it.
Okay. Wow, Kak Imam, this is a very interesting question, I guess. It's very personal, I think. So the question for Toastmaster Imam is, have you ever had to end a friendship? Toastmaster Imam, have you ever had to end a friendship? Toastmaster Imam, you may have the floor.
Okay, hi everyone. Have I ever ended a friendship? Before I tell you my stories, I think we need to know that ending a friendship or any kind of relationship is a thing that we need to consider. I mean, it is a choice that we make, right? So we need to put our thought on that, whether we really want to end the relationship. Because, especially with people, relationship with people are somehow complex. Uh, you can say that you can just get to know people by replying to their stories and all of those things that you can easily do now, but maintaining the relationship is one of a kind thing that you need to do. But there are times that you need to prioritize yourself over the relationship, the state in the relationship. There are times that you can't really go through thick and thin with them. Maybe at one point they will leave you, or at one point you can't be around them. You can't really present when they need you the most. And I think that is not something. It's unfortunate if it's ever happened to you, ending a relationship and answering the question from Anne before. Yes, I have ended a relationship before because I think maybe it's kind of way too ideal for me to say this, but to me, a relationship is something that you work on. Both of the parties need to work on that relationship. It can't be just one person trying to uh, maintain and keeping the line together. So when you notice that the other parties doesn't really reciprocate what you're trying to give to them, maybe it is the time for you to take a step back and then move out, maybe from their life. Just, sometimes people realize that they lost something valuable when the thing is not there anymore. So if you value yourself, I think you need to put into consideration whether it's still worth it to giving into that relationship. There are things that are worth it to maintain, but there are something that you just need to cut it. I think that's all for me. Thank you very much.
Wow, thank you very much, Toastmaster Imam. What a great insight, ya guys. Yeah, so we need to find an equal relationship or maybe friendship, supaya tidak bertepuk sebelah tangan ya. Thank you very much, Kak Imam. So we have the last question, guys. Anyone would like to try? Soon to be Toastmaster Ratri, or maybe soon to be Toastmaster Yori, soon to be Toastmaster Gilmar, or in the offline room,
Mas Miftah?
Mas Miftah?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Toastmaster Miftah, yay! So Toastmaster Miftah, this is the last question for you, and this is the last question for today about our theme. Okay, so the question for Toastmaster Miftah is, what role does trust play in a healthy friendship? What role does trust play in a healthy friendship? Toastmaster Miftah, the screen is yours.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Toastmaster An. I think friendship is like something that to talk and thin, thick and thin, and healthy friendship is if we have many friends, we have a good relationship, and we have a honesty, and we have to say whatever we want, say whatever we have, and also friendship in my opinion, friendship is a big thing, but not always. You not always use your friendship because you is yourself and you have to do by yourself something. But in another condition, you have to do it. You have to make friends. You have to do something with your friends and make a good job and create a group job together to task test together so you can do your job in your career. And it's nice to be a healthy friendship, and we hope that we have to do our friendship together. And even though we have another environment that not good at in our friendship or not, it is not our cycle, but yeah, we have to make it a better and make it. We have to adjust, make an adaptation to our environment and keep it smart and keep it happy. Yes, I think that's all for me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow, very good speech to close our table topic session today. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Miftah, for sharing a very wonderful experience and also insight to all of us today. And Toastmaster and also soon to be Toastmaster, this is the end of the table topic session today. Hopefully we can meet again in the next week and also get a lot of insights from all the speakers, either prepared speaker or table topic speaker. Thank you very much. I am Krota Yun, your table topic speaker, your table topic master, signing off. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Aan, to have led our table topic session in this meeting. Next is our evaluation session. I hope I'm not mistaken. Again, and the evaluation session for our prepared speech. The first one is the evaluation for Toastmaster Agung, who will be given by Toastmaster Maybe as his evaluator. Toastmaster Maybe.
Hi, Toastmaster Yanta. I think you should give the control to Toastmaster Dita as
Yeah,
the
I
GE.
think
Okay.
And then Toastmaster Dita will do the
Okay,
whole
okay.
evaluation. But don't forget to take
yeah.
picture. I guess we should take a picture first.
Okay. Okay. I get confused in this meeting. First, we should take a picture first. For everyone here, please turn on your camera.
Kamu share nggak?
Aku juga.
Kita dari sini aja. Bantu screenshot.
All participants, I hope you can turn on your camera for a moment. If you wish, I will take the picture in 1, 2.
Please wait for everyone to be ready first.
Okay.
Please open your camera, everyone, if you can. Please open your camera. We will have a Wi-Fi. Let me see. Off dulu.
Okay. Are you all ready right now? Yeah. Okay. I will take the picture in 1, 2, 3. Hold your pose for a moment. Okay. One more time, please. 1, 2, 3. Hold your pose. Done.
I think
Thank
the
you, everyone.
camera that is glitching. Sometimes it does that. I think there is
Okay, so
some.
I think it's time for me to start the
Okay.
evaluation session. Yeah, Toastmaster
Yeah.
Yanta.
Okay. I will
Yeah,
give the
thank you very
screen back to
much.
you, Toastmaster
Thank you very
Dita, as
much.
our general evaluator.
Yep. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Yanta, our beloved Tom. So we are currently entering our evaluation session, and the first one we're gonna start with the personal evaluation for Toastmaster Agung and also Toastmaster Anja. And I think we're gonna start with evaluation for Toastmaster Agung, which will be delivered by Toastmaster Mehdi. So Toastmaster Mehdi, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready, but I have to make sure with the timer. Don't forget
Yep.
to time
I think it has been started. Can you
evaluator from 2 to
Yeah.
3 minutes.
Who is the timer? I think it's Toastmaster Imam, right? But are we using
I
Toastmaster
don't know,
Iren's screen?
Just like before, I will share my screen.
Okay.
I just forgot to turn off her virtual background.
Okay. So
Yeah,
Toastmaster
because it's
Imam,
like
you can start
confusing. I have
sharing
two
your
timer.
screen and make sure that Toastmaster Mehdi can see that.
Okay.
Toastmaster Mehdi, the screen
Okay,
is
so
yours.
all right, so ladies and gentlemen, please give handful of applause to Toastmaster Agung. Yay, Toastmaster Agung. Congratulations for tackling your first speech ever, the icebreaking. Icebreaking can be monumental to every Toastmaster journey, and you just had your first step in your pathway. Congratulations. In your speech, I have 3 things that I can see. The first is the things that I like from Toastmaster Agung's speech. Second thing is several things that Toastmaster Agung can work on his speech. And lastly, the challenge that I really want to give to Toastmaster Agung. First, several things that I like about Toastmaster Agung's speech, is he meets the goal of icebreaking speech. He introduced himself and he understood the basic structure of a speech. He started with an introduction and then he went on to the thing of never-ending learning, and then he closed his speech very nicely. And then he's very well composed. Although he did several mistakes, but he was okay. He didn't panic and he continued with his speech. And then he has a good vocal clarity, although he stood a lot far from the microphone, but I could still hear his speech clearly, although we are in a hybrid setting. And then he tried to engage with audience with several questions. I think that's a very good idea. Second thing is, there are things that Toastmaster Agung can work on his speech. Is the first, I could hear several filler words, but I think it's fine. And then the body language, Toastmaster Agung still have to work on. He was very stiff, but I think that's understandable for a first speech. And then for vocal variety, I think Toastmaster Agung is pretty bapak-bapak in terms of Indonesian terms because he kept his voice flat, and I think he could work on to play some more on his vocal variety and his time management. Because of his slow pace of speaking, he exceeded the time limit for his speech, and I think he could work on to play more with his pace to make the time more efficient. So for Toastmaster Agung, I really want to challenge him to do more speeches in his pathways, because eventually when he continue his speech, he would find the project for body language, for vocabulary, things that he had to work on his speech to be better. So Toastmaster Agung, don't discourage with every mistake that you did in today's speech, because you're going to excel in your next speech. I think that's all. Back to you, Toastmaster Dita.
Thank you very much for the thorough evaluation for Toastmaster Agung, and congratulations to Toastmaster Agung for delivering your first speech, which is the icebreaker speech. And we're going to the second evaluator for Toastmaster Anja, which will be delivered by DTM Harlina, our distinguished Toastmaster. DTM Harlina, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, DTM Harlina, the screen is yours.
So thank you very much, General Evaluator. I'm so happy to evaluate a very entertaining speech of Toastmaster Martina. I really like the 2 stories that illustrated really the purpose of the speech, that the act of kindness is not only about the people who received the kindness, but also that is also appeal for people who did the kindness. So that was both the stories were very good, and they really support message. I kind of forgot what's the timing, so the second story was a bit long. If you have problems with the timing, you can maybe cut it a little bit. And then but then what I really like is the conclusion. The conclusion is very, very good. I wouldn't change a thing about the conclusion. I really wouldn't change a thing. It was so good. I really savored every moment of it. As for the opening, sometimes when we write a speech, if we make a script, it is already really great, like we did with the conclusion. As for the opening, sometimes you write a lot of great things. It's just in the different order. What I would do is I really, really love the question that you asked the audience. You didn't you first, but then you didn't directly talk about that question. You first talk about as Master Halina said, and so on and so on. No need, no need. It's because we are only given 5 to 7 minutes. Therefore, be careful. Please use your minutes well. Just throw directly that question. It's already a very good attention gather. And then you then talk about the rest of the speech. And another thing that I would like you to challenge is I was asking the club president, where was the microphone? I noticed that when you stepped to the, am I correct? Or to the right of your lectern, when you were talking about the back between the legs, you were still very audible. So I would challenge you to use it even more. So if I were you, you had 2 stories, didn't you? One story was about you forgot something. I would do it like this. So you start with the opening of the speech, and then you do 1 or 2 steps to the left of the lectern, speak about it, and then you say in the transition of your speech, like, oh yeah, there is another story, and you slowly walk to the right side of the lectern, and then you talk about the thing that happened in the mall, and then in conclusion, you walk again behind the lectern and say, listen, 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 listen. And then you mention your wonderful conclusion. Try it. Because you are very audible. You're still very audible. And I can hear you very well. What do you think?
Thank
Back to the
you.
general evaluator.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the time and encouraging evaluation. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much, this DTM Harlina, for the thorough evaluation as well, and also for the recommendations that you give to us. This could be one evaluation for all of us as well. So thank you very much, and congratulations to all prepared speakers and also to all evaluators, especially personal evaluators, for your evaluation. And now we're answering the evaluation for in general. So I would like to call for the timer first. Toastmaster Imam, do we have the time report already?
Yes, I do have a time report for you guys.
Okay, so the screen is yours.
Okay, hi everyone. Good evening. Meet me again, Imam. I will deliver the report for today's sessions. I will start by the prepared speech session. So we have 3 speakers today, right? The first one were Toastmaster Irene, and then Toastmaster Amin, and then also Toastmaster Anja. Unfortunately, out of the 3 speakers, there are only 1 people that are eligible, which is Toastmaster Anja. Unfortunately, Toastmaster Irene, she delivered her speech just a tad over the limit. So the speech was supposed to be like from 5 to 7 minutes, right? And then we are given 30 seconds to conclude our speech. But you still pass that time limit, so you give your speech within 7 and 32 seconds. And for Toastmaster Agu, since you are giving your icebreaker speech, your time limit was 4 till 6 minutes, and you give the speech 6 minutes and 16 over the time limits. I think I mistyped here. So for prepared speech, we only have 1 people that are eligible, which is Toastmaster Anja. Moving on to the evaluation sessions, we have 3 evaluators today, which is Toastmaster Adina, and then Toastmaster Medica, and also distinguished Toastmaster Carolina. And 3 of them, they are eligible to be voted as the best evaluator. Moving on to the table topic sessions, we have 6 speakers today, which was Toastmaster Sagara, Toastmaster Baraka, soon to be Toastmaster Akbar, soon to be Toastmaster Lulu, Toastmaster Imam, and also Toastmaster Miftah, and thankfully everybody is eligible to be voted as the table topic speaker, best table topic speaker. I think that's all my report, Toastmaster Gita. I will give the control back. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Toastmaster Imam. And I will suggest that if you have the written report, you may post it in the Zoom chat so that our ballot counter may see that again. And everyone, don't forget to cast your vote by sending a direct message through the Zoom chat to Toastmaster Akara, and he just informed you about that. So don't forget to cast your vote by sending the name of each winners to you to Toastmaster Akara. So okay, I think it's time to go for the next evaluation, which is the grammar report. So Toastmaster Miftah, are you ready? Yes, okay, the stage is yours.
Yeah, sure. What do you like? Thank you, Toastmaster Tina. In this evening, I would like to share my report to our grammarian. Before that, I would like to say thanks for all. You have done a great speech, and I hear last time the person that use IOD of the day, that is stroke, thick and thin, in table topic speech, that is Toastmaster Sagara 1 and Toastmaster Imam 1, and maybe I am 1. Yeah. And so for the winner of IOD today is Toastmaster Sagara, Toastmaster Imam, and Toastmaster Miftah. Yeah, thank you. And for the improper word, I think you have to a great speech at all, and you have done good grammar, good sentence, but I have maybe noticed maybe I did not hear us good enough well, and I just I hear maybe we have to be careful about our present tense, our tenses. If we use like tenses is if you have a present, tell about present story, we use present tense in the present tense, and if you use our past story, we have to use past tense. And if you do not use verb in present tense, don't forget to use to be, like maybe I'm very sad, like that, and another one. And for the quotes, I think the words that good from me from Toastmaster Irene is the art of leadership, and Toastmaster Agung is scholarship to Japan, Tokyo. It's a wonderful achievement. And from Toastmaster Anja,
I think they are disconnected, right? In the offline room.
Yeah.
Toastmaster Anja, are you there? I think you are disconnected.
Toastmaster
The
Anja,
challenge of hybrid setting.
how is the offline room?
Is it? Oh, I think while we're waiting, everyone please do cast your vote to Toastmaster Akara. So at least we can do something in this. Or should I like deliver my report as the counter?
Yeah, I think we can just counter. You're the counter, right? Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay. Our
Mine
counter
Wait a minute. I
is,
think
is not in the
previously
offline
Imam
room.
said something. Imam, is there anything that you want to say?
I see.
Okay.
I don't wait a minute.
We are trying to
Okay.
We're trying to
So we
especially
can
still
just
for
move to
having problems.
okay. We can just move to the counter evaluation then. Oh, they're back. Okay.
So
Toastmaster
So
Miftah
when did
is
you
done.
Toastmasters?
Forgot Toastmaster Miftah report lah pokoknya.
Okay.
yeah, Toastmaster Miftah, maybe you want to continue or have you finished with that? Oh, so you have finished. Okay. Okay, so thank you very much, Toastmaster Miftah, for the grammar evaluation. That is how we learn more and also practice more about the grammar. So I think it's time to move to Toastmaster Mehdi as the counter. Toastmaster Mehdi, the screen is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dita. So hi everyone, back to me again. But this time I'm serving as the counter, the one that will count the filler words that you made during your speech. So I assess the prepared speaker, the evaluator, and also the table topic speaker. So for our prepared speaker, Toastmaster Irene, Toastmaster Agung, and Toastmaster Anja. For Toastmaster Iren and Toastmaster Anja, congratulations. You didn't mention any filler words. I think that's the perks of having prepared speech because you tend to memorize it and there is no space for you to think about it. And Toastmaster Agung, you made 3 in your speech, and I think that was very normal. So keep up the good work, and I hope we can work on your filler words in your prepared speech in the future. And then for the evaluator, Toastmaster Adina, DTM Harlina, as usual, there was no filler word at all, just as we expected from senior Toastmaster. Congratulations, our dear evaluator. And then for our prepared speaker, we have Toastmaster Sagara with 1 Toastmaster Baraka with 2 soon to be Toastmaster Akbar with, I think it's not but yeah, I think I think most of the filler words today are so that's a good thing because you don't repeat words. Soon to be Toastmaster Akbar 2 soon to be Toastmaster Lulu I think it's 7 I think that's because she was shy and forgot several terms in English, and I think that's pretty understandable. I think that's a cue for you to join Toastmaster because I used to have 15 I used to have 15 in my first speech, but as I joined, I made no in my speech, so it's okay to do Toastmaster Lulu. And then Toastmaster Imam 1 and Toastmaster Miftah, congratulations, you didn't mention any filler words at all. And I think this is something that I got from Toastmaster Miftah. When he didn't know what to say, he tend to be quiet instead of buying time with the filler words. I think that one of the tips that you can try, everyone, if you are losing your words, be silent. You may open your mouth to like mimic but don't add your voice there. And I think that would be a good tip to prevent more filler words. I think that's all from me. Back to you, Kadita.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Medica, for your evaluation about the counter. So everyone, those are the evaluation for our meeting, especially for the speeches. I would like to say that evaluation is the heart of Toastmaster, and this is how we improve each day. By having evaluation, know what aspects that we need to improve, and then we improve that in the next meeting. So please do come again next week and see this evaluation as a space to grow. So don't forget to cast your vote while I am delivering my general evaluation. So for today, this is a very delightful meeting, of course, because the first one, we have 3 prepared speeches, which is not happen, which is rarely happen, because we usually we barely have prepared speakers, but we do have many prepared speakers nowadays, and especially today we have 3 prepared speakers. So I would like to deliver my gratitude to all of the speakers. Thank you very much for delivering your speech project, and also to all evaluators for helping our members to improve through their projects. So that's the first one. The second one, we have quite plenty of participants today, and I believe that previously we have like 20 or more participants for today. More than 20, I believe. And then we also kind of on time because even though we finished the table topic session like 5 minutes late, but that's okay because everyone here is so active and everyone wants to deliver the speech. So I really appreciate that. Thank you very much for that. Even though some people didn't get the chance to deliver their speech, we're so sorry, but we do hope that you can come again next week. And I also want to deliver my gratitude to all role takers. Thank you very much. And it is something great as well that we don't have people taking double roles. Even though we still have like Toastmaster Medi, she is becoming the counter and also this personal evaluator. But the thing is, we don't have people taking double roles for the role taker. So that's great. Thank you very much. And I do hope that we can always have this kind of meeting. This is a delightful meeting with good theme, and not to mention the TTM. I didn't know who prepared the slides. Do you know who prepared it? Anyone? Is it Toastmaster Aan? Or Toastmaster Raki? So
I prepared it, Kadit.
thank you very much. So our VPE also goes beyond and all, yeah, to prepare everything. So thank you very much. That is a beautiful slides, and it did help us to grasp the question better, and it is so eye-catching. So thank you very much. I think that's all. I do hope that we can always have this kind of meeting again, and I do hope that everyone enjoys the meeting. So thank you very much, and back to you, Toastmaster Yanta.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Dita, as our general evaluator, and all of her teams as role takers in this meeting. And for our bailout, Toastmaster Raki, have the result come out yet?
Hello, good evening, everyone. I do have the results ready. So are you ready to listen?
Yeah.
I'm really
okay.
sorry that it's quite dark in here because I'm in a car right now. But yeah, I have the results of the winners ready. So can you
Okay,
guys hear me
please.
clearly?
It's so clear.
All right. So for the first category of the prepared speaker, we have Toastmaster Anja. Congratulations. You are the winner of today's prepared speaker.
Yay!
Please, everyone, give a round of applause for Toastmaster Anja.
Yay!
All right. And for the best table topic speaker, we have our long lost member who have just rejoined us this meeting, which is Toastmaster Sagara. So Toastmaster Sagara, congratulations.
Yay! Congratulations!
And lastly,
Thank you.
for the best evaluator, we have our esteemed guest, one of our esteemed guests, which is distinguished Toastmaster Harlina as the best evaluator. To distinguished Toastmaster Harlina, we congratulate you. All right, that's all the report from me. Congratulations to all winners, and hopefully we will see you again next week. Back to you, Toastmaster of the meeting.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Raki, for the announcement. And I think this, by the announcement from our bailout counter, it wraps out our weekly meeting today. Thank.
Wait a second, maybe we can take a picture with us.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, it's working.
Okay.
Okay, for all the winners.
To highlight Toastmaster Harlina, so can you please
I will.
and then
Yeah.
we can do this for her, you know.
Okay. Toastmaster Sagara. Okay, I will also spotlight you. Okay. Toastmaster Anja in the offline room.
Please be ready, guys.
Toastmaster Harlina and Sagara, please
Be ready. 1, 2, 3. Hold your pose. Okay. Oh yeah, offline room also take note. Okay. Okay, I think that wraps out all of our meeting agenda in this meeting. I guess I hope I don't miss a thing again. Okay, thank you. Thank you for all attendees. And we wish to meet you again next week. Thank you very much. I'm going to give back the screen to the president of the meeting, our president of the club, Toastmaster Iren. The screen is yours.
To give applause to everyone here that already give the previous we are very happy that many people deliver their speech for today. So with everyone in here, maybe I want to ask for some people. Maybe Toastmaster, soon to be Toastmaster Benedict, are you there? Okay, another person soon to be Toastmaster Ratri, are you there?
Hi, hello, yeah.
Hi, soon to be Toastmaster Ratri, this is your first time to come to our meeting?
Yeah, that's right.
How did you feel for our meeting today?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
Okay, so how did you feel for our meeting today?
Oh, I feel enlightened.
Really? So, where did you know our club? From Instagram or maybe for OA?
Yeah, I also knew from Aan. She used to promote it in one of our groups, I think.
Because actually, we are so glad that you come to our meeting for today, and we are very happy if we can see your face again next week. Don't forget to come again next week, ya, Sensitivitas Masyarakat.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Sensitivitas Masyarakat. And I think I saw Augusta. I see Augusta. Or maybe Sensitivitas Masyarakat. Are you there? Or maybe I want to ask Sensitivitas Masyarakat Akbar that already open his camera. Are you there, Sensitivitas Masyarakat Akbar?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yay! So I think this is not your first time to come to our meeting.
Nah, yeah, I think it's like my third or fourth time maybe in here, but still online.
So you are also Ministry of Finance employee?
Yeah, I'm actually working across your building. I'm in the Directorate General of Treasury. So
Yes, so glad that she come to our meeting today, even that you are participating in double topic session. And we will be happy if you can come again next week.
sure, I hope so.
But and for everyone in here, maybe soon to be Toastmaster Ratu, soon to be Toastmaster Yori, soon to be Toastmaster Benedict, soon to be Toastmaster Benedict, soon to be Toastmaster Abisa, and everyone in here, you can come again next week, and maybe you can see our browser in the chat box of this Zoom if you want to know more about our club and things that you can get from our club. And I think that's all for everyone in here. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming to our meeting today. And with that, I want to call this meeting to Thank you, everyone. Deliver your preferred speech, yeah? We will wait for you to deliver your preferred speech. Hear us? Okay.
I'll stop the recording.
Okay.
Thank you so much.